Hi everyone, hope you're all keeping well and you're very welcome back. Today I'm making a chocolate biscuit cake. This is also called a chocolate fridge cake or Rocky Road, and I'm sure you've all heard of those. This biscuit cake is a nice treat. It's full of biscuits, dried fruit, nuts, and you can basically add anything to it that gives it a nice colour or crunch. And then it's bound together in a lovely dark chocolate. So we're going to get started. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to melt together some dark chocolate, butter and golden syrup. I just want to mention the dark chocolate first. It's important for this recipe to use a good quality dark chocolate, one about 70%. Now I know some people don't like dark chocolate, so you can, if you don't, just use a mix half and half, dark and milk, and that'll be nice too. So into here I'm adding in some butter. And golden syrup. Get that all in there. Now I'm going to melt this over a pan of simmering water. Before I pop my bowl on, I just want to mention, just make sure the water in the saucepan does not touch the bottom of your bowl. And we need to simmer this now until the butter and chocolate and golden syrup is fully melted. It'll take a few minutes. Give it a good stir to get the butter, the golden syrup and all the chocolate mixed in. Just keep stirring. There's a couple of little bits not fully melted yet. Look at the shine on that chocolate. All right, we're ready to take this off the heat now. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get our biscuits into a medium-sized bowl. I'm using Digestive. You could use a mix of Digestive and ginger nut would be lovely too, or Digestive and rich tea as well. Into here I'm adding some dried cranberries, a few apricots, dried apricots, they're really nice in it, and some pistachio nuts. Now all these ingredients, you can buy them very cheaply in Aldi or Lidl, including the chocolate as well. So we're going to mix all that together. Now I'm going to pour in this chocolate, get it all in there. Smells so good. I'm going to mix all this together. You want all the biscuits and fruit coated in that chocolate. If you want to make this more child-friendly, you could add some Maltesers to it, or some mini marshmallows, or even the bigger ones if you want to chop them up small. That's looking pretty good now. Just set it to one side. The tin I'm using is an 11-inch by 7-inch, and I've popped a little bit of greaseproof paper on the bottom. I didn't put any on the sides because it's easy to get a knife along the side, but it's impossible to get chocolate biscuit cake off a tin if you don't put some greaseproof paper on the bottom. If you don't have this tin, you could use a 2-pound loaf tin. It'd be ideal either. So any tin will really do, as long as it's not too deep. Pop that all in there. Now get a spoon and we're just going to press this down. Spread it out first. Just press it down like that so it's nice and level. Perfect. This is ready now for the fridge, and I'm going to pop it into the fridge for at least 4 hours. I'm going to wrap in a little bit of cling film first before I put it in the fridge. This is ready now, so we're just going to remove the cling wrap. And I'm going to get a knife and I'm just going to run it along the side of the tin. This has been out of the fridge for about 20 minutes. It's good to let it get to room temperature. Just do that. Look at that. Perfect. So I'm going to pop this onto a chopping board. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut it. So I'm going to cut it in the middle first. And lift it off the greaseproof paper. Look at that. How nice does that look? Pop that on the board and take off the other piece. How how big you cut them really depends on yourselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these maybe in these sections in 3. It is quite rich, so you don't need big slices of it. And we'll go again this way and about here as well. And we have them all cut. So we've got about 18 slices of chocolate biscuit cake. And just look at that. You can see the pistachio nuts, the biscuit, and the cranberries in that. Okay folks, that's it, all done. Doesn't it look amazing? That is my chocolate biscuit cake or chocolate fridge cake, whichever you'd like to call it. And it's packed with gorgeous digestive biscuits, pistachio nuts, and they're my favourite, dried cranberries and dried apricots. And it's got a lovely dark chocolate on it as well to top it off. I hope you like it, everyone. Give it a try and let me know what you think. See you all soon. Happy baking, everyone, and enjoy.